Welcome back to my channel. I'm continuing my theme of self-love, self-acceptance and self-compassion, but I'm flipping it around a bit today after something that happened to me yesterday, and I'll share my own story in a second. But this video is about how sharing loving kindness to others, either people or to animals, brings loving compassion to yourself. How that the energy of giving to others shifts your own energy system so that emotionally you feel balanced and calm, grounded and strong. How emotionally you can still the thinking, the inner critic, the negative voices in your head that have you feeling less than worthy, less than self-loving. So this is absolutely on theme, but it's about shifting the focus away from ourselves and onto those who are more needy than we are. So as soon as we shift our attention elsewhere, as soon as we are kind and loving and giving, actually a dramatic and beautiful shift happens in our own energy system. So I'm going to share what that looks like from an energetic perspective. I'm going to share a beautiful energy routine. So it's a little bit of a meditation and some energy medicine holes that shift your body into that state of loving kindness. But before I do all of those things and also share the physical, emotional benefits of loving kindness, I want you to share the story, the thing that happened to me yesterday that got me thinking about loving kindness. And I'm going to share some pictures at the end if you want to hold on for that. So yesterday, a beautiful wild kestrel, a beautiful bird of prey. I have a nest at the top of my house, which is 3 stories high, and there have been 3 chicks born this year. And 2 of those chicks have been turfed out of the net. So quite often with birds of prey, the parents choose the strongest and they look after that one. Anyway, one baby kestrel was thrown out. Experts told me to leave that baby kestrel, that the parents would come back to it, and even though it couldn't fly, the kestrel would be fed on the floor. Well, the kestrel was actually abandoned. The parents did not come back, and that first baby kestrel died. And I was determined that the same would not happen the next morning when a second baby kestrel was thrown out of the nest. And so I was determined to save that bird. A neighbour and I rounded up the bird and captured him safely in a net, hand-fed and hand-watered this baby kestrel, which was no easy feat because they do have very sharp claws and very sharp beak. But instantly he knew that we were there to protect, to love. And it's an amazing connection of energy between the species. When you can't verbally communicate, you can absolutely communicate with your energy and with your love. So through this act of loving kindness to another species, to this baby kestrel who was so defenseless, we saved him and we found him a new home with a bird of prey expert. So he's now alive and well, and he's an endangered species, so he will continue to grow, to fly, and to have his own family. So that's a wonderful, wonderful thing to do. And I hope you stay to the end to see those pictures of me feeding a baby kestrel, a poor defenseless bird that really needed my help. So that's a beautiful thing. But what does that give you? That when you give to something else, whether it's a person or an animal or to the planet, it really changes your energy. So what happens to your energy field is your heart energy, which is so powerful, which is the lead energy. It's the lead organ physically in your body. So your heartbeat actually synchronizes all of the other bodily functions. So you have almost like a living pulse throughout the biological organism that is your body. And it's your heart organ that leads that. So when your heart is open, in giving and loving, it creates this beautiful, expansive and joyful energy. And in its expansion, physically, what's happening in your body is you're creating the hormone, the neurotransmitter known as oxytocin. And that's something that we produce as women when we give birth and when we're bonding with our baby. And we create it when we're in love, So between men and women, it's the hormone that gives us that, wow, I'm walking on air. This is amazing. And time either kind of stops still or it seems like it's motoring super fast because you're just so enjoying every moment. Every moment is magical and you have that fluttery feeling and you feel healthy and you feel like you have so much energy. And that's because as your energy expands and oxytocin floods your system, it's a vasodilator, so your veins and arteries are expanding. You have more blood going through your body. You have more oxygen reaching every cell. Literally, it's like every cell is smiling. And that's the power of loving kindness. So you feel amazing from the inside out. It slows down the aging process. It boosts your immune system. Everything in your physical body is working better for you. And in your emotional body, it silences the noise that goes on up here. So that inner critic, that negativity, it's like it never existed because all you have is the focus of giving loving kindness to another being. And that focus away from yourself stops the inner critic. And all you're doing is creating this beautiful, loving space, serenity, bliss. It's an amazing thing. So if you struggle with the inner critic, simply engaging in acts of kindness, simply smiling to another person, giving something, writing a letter of why you think someone's so amazing, why you love them so much. All of these things are not so much for us to give, but they create that expansive energy. So what I want to share today is how you can silence your inner critic, how you can make all those amazing biochemical shifts in your body that have you aging less quickly, that have you silencing the negative thoughts up here, that have your energy expanding in that beautiful flow of love. I'm going to share with you some energy medicine tools that can bring that naturally and allow you to give loving kindness from the comfort of your own home. So if you're not able to go out and share a magical gift with someone, this is a great way to enjoy the benefits of loving kindness and truly share your loving energy with another being. So first of all, we're going to prepare. Make sure you're well hydrated, make sure you feel grounded. I always stamp my feet. Stamping your feet is a great way to get the energy to flow downwards and to ground. So just stamp your feet with me. Rub your hands together. This is about opening up your hand chakras, the energy systems in your hands, so we can use your hands as subtle and electromagnetic energy tools to shift our own energy. So let's do the heart loop together. I want you to start by putting your right hand, it doesn't matter, any hand in the opposite armpit. And we're just going to pull that hand down, following the energy meridian on this lower part of your arm, all the way to your little finger. And when you get to the nail of your little finger, just pinch it, finger and thumb, either side, and shake it off. And now we're going to come up. Sorry, I'll tell you why we're doing that. This is actually creating a beautiful electrical, it's almost like a spark of energy, connecting two really important and powerful acupoints in your energetic body that are encouraging the heart energy to flow and to lead. And then we're coming up the inside of our middle finger. So pulling that energy up the inside of your hand and across your chest, going back to the armpits. This is a beautiful heart loop, creating love and compassion, and back down on the inside of your middle finger, over your chest, into the armpit, down the underside of your arm, off your little finger, from the tip of your middle finger, down your arm and around your chest. And let's do the same on the other side. Remember, we're bringing that loving kindness into our body, up the middle finger, onto our chest, armpit, down the underside of your arm. Squeeze and pinch that little finger, middle finger, chest. There we go, middle finger, back up onto your chest. And that's a beautiful way to engage and embrace the energy of your heart. You're literally sending an energetic signal to your heart system to flow and to expand. So you might already start to feel that you're in a more positive space. So keep tuning into yourself as we're doing this exercise. So now what I'm going to ask you to do is a really simple hand exercise. And we have a crease. If I bend my wrist forwards and backwards, you'll see there's almost like wrinkle lines along that crease. And we're just going to, it doesn't matter which way, which hand you use for this, and you can do both as we go through. And I want you to put your forefinger underneath the space of your thumb. So come down your thumb and you'll find a little indentation. Then put your middle finger, this middle finger, under the space of that middle finger. And then the ring finger is just resting. We want your little finger to be in the pad underneath this little finger. So you're literally putting your finger pads into those indentations, and you're following forefinger to the base of the thumb, little finger to the base of the little finger, and almost all the rest will just line up where they need to be. And always in our joints are pools of energy. And when you place your electromagnetic hand here, all of that electrical energy is encouraging the energy here that's pulled up to shift and to move. We're inviting love. This is the little finger, and through our forefinger underneath our thumb, that's an amazing acupoint on the metal element in Chinese medicine that's inviting inspiration. So it's about kindness and love and inspiration to share your kindness with another. We're just going to keep that hold. Rest your arms, and you can just keep that hold, your finger pads into those crease lines, and just hold that. We're just going to start to do some deep breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And this time when we breathe in, I want you to purse your mouth into a small, so it's making a small O, as if you're about to blow out a candle very gently. And this time as we exhale, I want you to imagine a golden thread coming out of the end of your mouth, gently drifting upwards, as if it's like golden smoke coming from a cigarette. So breathing in and hold, and get ready to purse your mouth and do a gentle blow. Imagining that gold floating up gently. That's the golden thread breath. Breathing in, hold, and out. And just keep a gentle breath going in and out, just naturally. And as we sit here doing this hold, you can switch hands. Remember, it's the forefinger going at the base of the thumb, little finger under little finger, and the rest will just slot in. Just start to imagine someone in your life, someone who you think about, who you care for, who you love, who maybe needs a little bit of help right now. They might just need some attention, a little bit of physical support, maybe just a conversation, but someone who needs your help, something that you can give. And bring that person to mind. What do they look like right now? What are they saying? What's their facial expression? And as you're doing this hold, I also want you to visualize that your own heart energy is expanding. And imagine like you have lines of energy in a beautiful heart shape, concentric hearts getting bigger and bigger. So starting with the size and shape of your heart and getting bigger and bigger in a beautiful set of rainbow colors, rainbow lights, beautiful circles of energy getting bigger and bigger from your own heart. And imagine those radiance of energy, those heart shapes of light, of rainbow light. Just imagine that expansion of love, of kindness, reaching that other person right now. As if you were already giving them that act of kindness, talking to them, giving them your time, giving them your open ears, your embrace, your smile, helping them in some small way, baking them something, giving them a lift, doing their shopping, whatever it might be, even if it's as small as a smile and a hug. Imagine you're doing that right now as your energy is expanding towards them. And in your mind's eye, you can see that person starting to smile, responding to your act of loving kindness. And you can see the rainbow lights coming from your heart and connecting, entangling from a space of love and kindness. Lifting and beautiful vibration is coming from you, from your heart to their heart. An expansion of light and love. You're seeing rainbow lights from your heart connecting all the way to that person. You see them smile, and in your mind's eye, just imagine how they'd respond, what their face looks like. Is it lighting up? Are they smiling? Have they relaxed now? They feel safer and comforted by your act of loving kindness. And just anchor that vision in your head, your heart reaching out to theirs, your rainbow energy touching their heart and their physical response. Just breathe in, hold, and now I want you to imagine that person responding to your kindness is also wanting to give back, to reciprocate, knowing how good that loving kindness feels to receive. They want to share the same and give back to you. They're smiling, they're doing you a favor when you really need it. And just imagine the energy coming from their heart, like a giant circle now, flowing from yours to their heart, from their heart back to your heart. A loving embrace, energy flowing as it should do, expanding from you, creating this loving kindness. And just feel that in your own heart. Feel how good that is. And know that you are in your calm place, centered, safe, full of love, regenerating, inner critic silenced, because you only have love in your heart. And we'll just end with our hands now across our heart, knowing that we have shared an act of kindness at the energetic level. We are beings of so many dimensions, and sometimes just doing that is all you need to do to lift your own heart, to lift your own energy, and to feel those amazing physical and emotional benefits. So if you do that every day, make it a practice in the morning. It's a really beautiful way to lift your own energy and to lift someone else's. And I know, because I do this myself, that encourages you to offer your kindness, to open your heart when it's needed. And you'll find that you are actively going out there to help other people, to help your neighbour, to help your friends. So just record it, journal it, and record how amazing it makes you feel. This is an amazing therapy for people who are struggling with their inner critic, for people who are depressed. It is powerful. And actually, empirical medical studies now show that the amazing energy of kindness, loving kindness, is more healing than any drug that you can take. It heals so much better our emotional wounds. So if you're struggling with depression, this is proven to be more powerful than the placebo, more powerful than depression drugs that we can take. It's proven to be more helpful in building your immune system. So for recovering from an operation or recovering from an illness like a virus, it's really, really powerful. So this is now proven. It's medical journal stuff. It's not just Dr. Leonie Morris, but you have been listening to Loving Kindness from Dr. Leonie Morris. I'm an energy expert, an energy psychologist, and an energy medicine practitioner. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Please like and love this, share some love for my channel in this video. Make sure this goes through the YouTube algorithm to all those people who really need it. And keep tuned in because I've got more to come. I think tomorrow I've got some energy psychology to still the inner critic. So please tune in again. Thanks so much. And take care.